Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul channel. I do have a new topic for today. Before I begin, I just would like to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And some people I think have inspired me. I hope they can inspire you as well. And I will have links below to their sites here: Rabbi Shalom Arush, Rabbi Laser Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi M.L.M, Rabbi Alon Anavar, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rav Daniel Asor, Nisan Baruch Black, David Sachs, Rabbi Michael Skolback, Jews for Judaism, Rabbi David Asher, and Rabbi Ron Ruvain. As well, if you've never checked out this channel before, I will have a link below this video to my first video, which explains what M.L.M for the Soul means, what it stands for, and what I'm doing. Again, this is taken from the weekly Parasha Insights from Rabbi M.L.M relating to Parashat Miketz, and I call this the Tikkun of Mechirat Yosef, which is the rectification of the selling of Yosef into slavery in Egypt. So, Parashat Miketz tells the story of Yosef and his brothers in Egypt, the events that took place when came to Egypt to purchase grain. When they came, I guess the brothers meant. The brothers had previously sold Yosef as a slave to merchants who brought him to Egypt, and Yosef eventually became the second in command to Paro, and oversaw the sale of grain to the neighboring countries which suffered from a harsh famine. Rabbeinu Bachya from Spain commented to this parasha, observed an intriguing phenomenon in the text of this story. On 10 occasions, the Torah refers to Yosef's brothers with the term anashim, which means men. Generally, they are referred to as Yosef's brothers, but 10 times they are called anashim. Rabbeinu Bachya explains that the 10 instances of this term in this story alludes to the fact that the Tikkun, rectification, of the grave sin of Mechirat Yosef, the sale of Yosef as a slave, occurred centuries later with the death of the Asara Harugei Malchut, which are the 10 great tzaddikim who were murdered by the Romans. These martyrs, Rabbeinu Bachya writes, were Gilgulim, were reincarnations of the brothers, and their suffering completed the rectification of the brothers' crime against Yosef. When the Torah refers to the brothers as Anashim 10 times, it alludes to this connection between them and the Asara Harugei Malchut. So earlier in the Torah commentary, Rabbeinu Bachya notes the obvious difficulty with this theory. Namely, only 9 brothers participated in the sale of Mechirat Yosef. Yosef had 11 brothers, one of which was Binyamin, who was home with his father when Yosef was sold, and another one, Reuven, tried to rescue Yosef. As the Torah tells in Parashat Vayeshev, the brothers initially decided to kill Yosef, but Reuven convinced him instead to throw Yosef into a pit. Reuven's plan was to later lift Yosef from the pit and bring him home, but in the interim, the brothers sold Yosef as a slave. Clearly, Reuven did not deserve to be punished for Mechirat Yosef, and thus there was only 9 brothers and not 10 who were punishable. So how then can it be said that Asara Harugei Malchut were reincarnations of the 10 brothers? So continues Rabbeinu Bachya, that suggests as one of 2 possible answers that the 10th brother who needed to be punished was Yosef himself. Although the brothers' actions were clearly wrong, Rabbeinu Bachya writes that Yosef also bore guilt as he spoke to them arrogantly and prided himself over his prophetic dreams of leadership over them, thus provoking their envy and resentment. He too bore responsibility for what happened, and thus one of the 10 martyrs who were viciously murdered by the Romans was the Gilgal of Yosef. So then the Chida, which is Rav Chaim Yosef David Azulai, in his work Midbar Kedemot, I might be pronouncing that wrong, adds that the martyr who was associated with Yosef was none other than Rabbi Akiva, and this is very interesting. I like his chidush, how he explains it. So the most famous of the Asar, who was the most famous of the Asar Harugei Malchut. So indeed, Rabbi Akiva is known in the Gemara as Akiva ben Yosef. So this refers not only to the name of Rabbi Akiva's father, but also to the fact that he was a Gilgal of Yosef. This association between Yosef and Rabbi Akiva is alluded to in the Gabia, which is the silver goblet that Yosef had planted in Binyamin's bag to make it appear as though he had stolen it from Yosef's home. The letters of the word Gabia, which is Gimel, Bet, Yud, and Ayin, can be rearranged to form an acrostic for the words Gilgal Akiva ben Yosef. So it's those same 4 letters. So reincarnation of Akiva ben Yosef, an allusion to this association between Yosef and Rabbi Akiva. So I thought that was very interesting. So a certain Kabbalist commented also that each of the Asar Harugei Malchut possessed a very special soul, which was equivalent to 600,000 souls of others, ordinary Jews. In total then, the Asara Harugei Malchut represented the souls of 6 million Jews. So the Kabbalists thus explain, and I don't know which one it didn't say, that in the 20th century the merit of the Asara Harugei Malchut expired, and the Jewish nation required a new great source of merit. So unfortunately, tragically, that's why we lost 6 million Jews in the 20th century to continue the Tikkun that was begun at the death of the 10 martyrs. So he writes at the end here, we hope and pray that the great tragedy of the 20th century marks the final completion of this Tikkun, that Am Yisrael shall know no more sorrow or tragedy, and that we will all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days and the rebuilding of our final and everlasting Beit HaMikdash. Amen, and thanks for watching.